JC, a little bit. I had my own health scare, so I'm beyond happy to be able to have a second chance and to be able to stand in front of you and tell you how thankful I am, Michelle, that you love this little girl named Deandra Dixon. It means everything. Give it up for Michelle. Hanging out in heaven and causing some havoc up there. Because that's what my sister was. My other sister is on FaceTime right now. Did y'all give a shout out to Deidre and say, hey Deidre? Hey Deidre! She couldn't be with us today, but I know how very important it is for her because that's our sister. And when we lost Deandra, man, I mean, we lost a part of our soul. We all felt it, and it was gut wrenching because she had so much life. Anytime you saw Dee, she was putting it on. I would say, "Hey, Deandra," in the morning, she said, "It's Hollywood Boo." I said, "Okay." She went to Hollywood Boo because when she came to live with me. Quickly, everybody in Hollywood started to know Deandra. Like you said, Kim, she said she was going to be more famous than I am. And she literally is. I mean, cats like Chris Brown just come to the crib just to come dance with me. Y'all see Deandra dance. And she's just such a light. So when we lost Deandra, it took a chunk out of us, because that was our life. She taught us how to embrace the good of life. Sometimes we lose our way. We get caught up with so many different things. But the Deandra was just always happy and always put smiles on people's faces. And I know it hurt this guy next to me really bad. Her father, George Dixon. I know he was. That was his baby. He has two babies. Of course, Deidre, I'm just speaking with Deandra, and he loves you. But I know you went through a lot of lives. And I think God gives us these incredible tests to see how we'll do. I always say this: when you dream about what you're going to be, you don't dream tragedy. You dream all the good things. You dream all of the incredible life. But when tragedy happens, you need people like yourself, like Global Dallas. We need people like you, Michelle, that wrap your arms around us to let us know it's going to be okay, Pops. And I know sometimes, I know the struggle that you've had, but I'll tell you something, Pops. You were amazing with Deandra, man. You were amazing with her. And all of you parents out there, you're amazing. We don't have a handbook. We don't get a handbook on how to deal with any of this. And so when something like this happens, you need a pat on the back. You need someone to make it feel okay. So, Pops, I didn't want a day to go by, or this day to go by, without telling you, man, you're special. And you have a special daughter, and that's why all of us are here. And I hope you can see that love shining through today on Deandra's day. Deandra Tito gets the tissue. I don't want to talk. You know that line. Tito gets the tissue. Anybody know that line? Tito gets the tissue. Okay, perfect. So I'm not going to talk, but I will tell you, just so everyone who's listening, how incredible this bill is going to be to leave the legacy of this beautiful soul of Deandra Dixon. she's up there right now, like literally going crazy, saying this is what it's about. And she is going to be more famous than me. And Deandra was special in the way my father and my mom took care of her. You know, they didn't put her in, my mother didn't put her in special classes. She put her in regular classes in school, and she asked for the grace of the kids that were in her class to look out for him. And so they did. So she learned incredibly in everything, reading, writing, everything, dancing, the whole nine. So I thank my mother and father for doing that and showing, taking the stigma away. And Deandra wouldn't let it be. You know, she would always do my thing, and I'm doing my thing, and that's what it is. And all of you guys know that. And so getting to this point was an interesting journey because I've done a couple of songs in my life. One particular song was called Blame It on the Alcohol. I was suggesting for a lot of you to hear. But it was called Blame It on the Alcohol. It was the number one song. We're getting ready to do the music video for Blame It on the Alcohol. Blame It on the Alcohol. So as we're getting the video together, the video turned out to be incredibly large. I mean, like Ron Howard and Jake Gyllenhaal, and of course, everybody's going to be in this video, right? I mean, big. Quincy Jones, everybody. And then my sister, Deandra, goes, hey, big brother, don't get up. You want to be in the video, right? I was like, yeah, of course. I got dance, so then we get to the video. The video is going great, but we're running a little long. And so Deandra comes up and asks me on the show, hey, bro, don't forget about me. How you do my thing? I said, cool, I got you. And then I looked down and she had a purse, a little clutch purse, and there was some hair hanging out of the purse. I said, Deandra, what's that hair? Oh, that's my ponytail. I don't put my ponytail in my hands. I said, oh, okay. So she puts the ponytail in, and then she has her moment. And when she has her moment, big video, everybody sees this video, seeing Deandra Down syndrome light the world on fire with her dance moves. That led to Quincy Jones. God bless Quincy. You can give a round of applause. Quincy sees this performance and reaches out. Hey, man, it's Quincy Jones, man. Hey, man, good to see you, Michelle. Good to see you, John, man. Hey, man, I'm trying to find out who this girl is, man. Not since Michael Jackson. Now, I sing great moves like that. She don't really know, man. What's her name? And Quincy finds out who Deandra is. And he's blown away by how special she was. And then that led to us. Because Quincy was involved in local Down syndrome, and led to us meeting Michelle, meeting Mr. C. And that's what got the ball rolling. So I tell that story to say thank you to everybody involved. I will try to remember all of the names, but it just means more than you know. And Quincy looked out, and then the C's looked out, and then we've had this wonderful journey that has led us to this moment. And I just ask everybody this, you know, I know we're here, you know, suit and tied up and everything like that, but it just means a lot. Sometimes we, you know, they say don't talk politics, so we're not talking politics. This is human. This is humanity. This is human. Everybody knows, whatever, but this thing right here can bring us all together, man. And my grandfather used to say, if you can do good, do good. So let's do good. Let's get this bill passed. Because Deandra is looking down on us, and once we do this, once we set aside, we need $4 billion. That's what it was, right? Give or take a couple billion. But that money is going to do so much for everybody here, and it'll do so much for everybody who's watching us, because this is the time to do good. Thank you so much.